Hello again, on the same idea, and this is important that you all this. Whatever you see doesn't necessarily mean it's true. I just Googled one thing, came up as Gemini. Funny that, I'm a Gemini too. And I wrote in it, I put in, can you create me a story of a relationship with a Filipino girlfriend? And I going terribly wrong here in the Philippines. And guess what they came up with? If you've got a moment, let's just read what the AI came up with. Quite intriguing. The heading is The Monsoon Season and Our Love. The first drops of the monsoon felt like a blessing, washing away the dust of Manila and promising a fresh start. That's how it felt when for Maria too. Our love story blossomed amidst the chaos and the charm of the Philippines. A whirlwind of a late-night karaoke, jeepney rides, and constant hum of the city life. I, an expat chasing adventure, found myself utterly captivated by her warmth, her infectious laugh, and the way her eyes crinkled when she smiled. Our relationship was vibrant tapestry woven with cultural quirks and shared dreams. She taught me to eat with my hands, to appreciate the delicate art of adobo, and to navigate the labyrinth markets with ease. I introduced her to my world of obscure indie films and long philosophical discussions. For months, it was a pure bliss. We talked about our future, about opening up a small resort in Palawan, about building our life together under the equatorial sun. You get the drift? Just as the monsoon can turn from a gentle shower into a raging typhoon, our love started to sour. It began subtly with small misunderstandings. They grew into full-blown arguments. Her family, once so welcoming, became a constant presence, their expectations and opinions weighing heavily on our decisions. I struggled with the concept of collective responsibility, the idea that every choice I made impacted not just on Maria, but her whole entire extended family. My desire for independence clashed with their deeply ingrained sense of family duty. Then there was the financial pressure. While I was happy to help, the constant request for money for a cousin's tuition, a relative's medical bill, a new roof for an ancestral home, began to feel less generosity and more like an unending obligation. My savings, once robust, dwindled rapidly. Maria, caught between her family and me, became increasingly withdrawn, her usual vibrant spirit dulled by the strain. The cultural differences, once charming, now felt like unsurmountable barriers. My blunt, direct communications style was often perceived as rude or uncaring, while her indirect approach left me feeling frustrated and confused. We argued about everything: money, trust, privacy, and very definition of love and commitment. The sweet understanding Maria and I had fallen for seemed to have vanished, replaced by someone I barely recognized. Burdened by worries and expectations I couldn't fully grasp. The turning point came during a torrential downpour, mirroring the storm raging inside our small apartment. We were yelling, truly yelling for the first time. Accusations flew, tears streamed, and an unspoken resentment of months finally burst forth. In that moment, surrounded by sound of drumming rain, I knew it was over. The future we had so carefully crafted, the dream of life in paradise, had disintegrated into a painful reality. Leaving was harder than I imagined. The city that I once felt was like home now felt like a cage. The vibrant colours of the Philippines, now muted by friendly faces, now held a hint of sadness. Our love, once a beacon of hope, had become a cautionary tale, a testament to how even the most passionate relationship can drown in a sea of misunderstanding and cultural divides. The monsoon eventually passed, leaving behind a refreshed landscape, but for us, the storm had left an indelible mark, a reminder of a beautiful beginning that ended in heartbreak. Now that summarizes so much that we often don't realize could be out there. We have to be very careful that what we're listening to from these bloggers out there with a very good delivery and coming up with wonderful stories aren't just that. We have to ask ourselves, we have to be careful that we don't get suckered in by the constant wish to make money and make clicks. You know, guys, there are good deliveries and bad deliveries. I don't know what you think of mine, but I just often wonder how the likes of some channels manage to get it right every time. Bit of a question mark, or is it an AI question? Food for thought. Bye now.